Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start by running the option to the right. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Murray. On the move to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now Murray. Escaping the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go. 180. 180. Gotta go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Murray flushed out right. Murray lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick-6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the turnover, here's Murray. It's complete, and he'll get in to tie this game at 8. And they turned the pick-6 into a pick-8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's a give to Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Play fake. Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd down and goal. Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. Up to midfield. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like